After Harvey, thousands of homeowners learned they were in a floodplain. After Harvey, thousands of homeowners learned they were in a. If I had only known about the risk, I would have made a different decision. I am sure those words have been repeated many times by Houstonians since Hurricane Harvey. But they do not need to be. How Houston grows and develops after Harvey is not just about managing risks, it's also about disclosure of those risks so people can make informed decisions. Information asymmetry is one of the rationales for public policy. In Mike Snyder's recent piece, After Harvey, How Should Houston Grow?, he alludes to information asymmetry when highlighting the residents who might not have been informed about their property and its risk of flooding. In this example, information asymmetry occurs when one party in the transaction, such as a developer or seller, has more or better information about a particular good, such as homes in floodplains, than the other party, or the buyer. Development limits. After Harvey, we must challenge the city's preference for growth since we continue to permit the building of hazardous facilities near homes and schools. What if we also required sellers to inform buyers of nearby environmental risks, such as a landfill, which can be hidden from sight, or an adjacent active oil well field that could explode and expose them to toxic fumes? For those of us who have some degree of choice about where we live, we would then be able to use this information to make decisions about how comfortable we are with exposing ourselves to varying forms and degrees of risk. In the absence of this information, we make decisions that bear the potential to have far-reaching, dire consequences on our health, safety and well-being. In the context of city development, growth often refers to how we will increase a city's physical infrastructure, such as housing and highways, to accommodate its increasing population and service needs. The Department of Housing and Urban Development continues to subsidize the 232-unit apartment complex Arbor Court in Greenspoint despite it being located in a floodplain. The Department of Housing and Urban Development continues to. But growth also means the progressive development, or evolution of things such as ideas, thinking and strategies to solve complex problems. It is easy to fall back on what we have done in the past in order to grow, but the old way of doing things has exposed too many of us to consequences that were and are preventable. Unknown risks for buyers within flood pools, no warnings from developers, public officials perpetuating a laissez-faire approach to development post-Harvey puts us all at risk. If we allow our decision-makers to move forward with implementing the "when in doubt, build" philosophy, it will be at the expense of our progress toward becoming a city that is resilient, sustainable, healthy and just. Future growth in Houston is not just about managing risks, it's also about disclosure of those risks to all parties involved in these transactions so people can make informed decisions. Buyers and renters should, at a minimum, be made aware of critical information that is relevant to protect the health and safety of themselves and their families. Derbakia Nelson is Executive Director of Air Alliance Houston. Bookmark Gray Matters. It's one of the rationales for public policy.